In the town of Birgunj, there are signs of trouble all over the road that leads to the Indian border. Protesters had been blocking supplies to Nepal by occupying the bridge that links the two countries. Early on Monday morning, Nepali police raided the protesters' camp, and in the violence that followed, one person was killed, an Indian trader. Witnesses say he was not a part of the protest.
He was returning from Birgunj when the police asked him where he was from. They asked him if he was one of the protesters. He told them he was just returning from Birgunj. They let him go and then shot him from behind.
He was returning from the market. The police told him to run and then fired. They asked him to run and then shot him when he started running.
According to a doctor who examined his body, he appeared to have been shot.
As far as the situation on the northern borders is concerned, as you are aware that the LAC is not very well defined. There are different perceptions on where the LAC runs, and accordingly both sides patrol up to their accepted claim lines, and therefore when patrols reach at the same place at the same time, then such face-offs do occur. They have occurred in the past, and there is nothing new in what has happened in the last week or 10 days. It is just a matter of chance that the face-offs in eastern Ladakh and Sikkim happened during the same period, but we should not read too much into this, that is this a part of some coordinated plan or anything like that, and nor have these incidents or these face-offs any connection with any domestic or international situation as is prevailing today. These have been happening, as I said, in the past, and it has happened again.
घुसकर मारने की भड़के मारने वाले भारत की आजकल बोलती बंद है। वजह सिक्किम और लद्दाख की सरहद पर चीनी फौज की वो नकलो हरकत है जिससे भारतीय फौज और मोदी सरकार के होश उड़ गए हैं। भारतीय मीडिया के मुताबिक चीनी अफवाज डरबोक शेवक की अहम शाहराह से सिर्फ 255 किलोमीटर दूर हैं। भारतीय अस्करी जराये के मुताबिक सरहद पर चीनी अफवाज की तादाद में मुसलसल इजाफा हो रहा है। चीनी फौज जमीन दोज बंकर भी बना रही है और गुज़श्ता दिनों चंद भारतीय फौजियों को हिरासत में लेने और बादअज़ा छोड़ने की भी तलाश है। बिहार से ताल्लुक रखने वाले जनता दल के रहनुमा शेव अनंत तिवारी कहते हैं कि पाकिस्तान को आए रोज धमकियां देने वाले मोदी और इनके सिपाह सालार ने अब चुपका रोजा रख लिया है।
ये हमारे जो सिपाह सालार लोग हैं, ये लगातार हर हफ्ते 10 दिन 15 दिन पर पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ पाकिस्तान को सबक सिखा देंगे, एकदम हम तैयारी में हैं। लेकिन पिछले कई दिनों से चीन के साथ धूंगा मुश्ती हमारी हो रही है। वहां क्या नाम है, लद्दाख के बॉर्डर पर जो है खींचतान हो रहा है, लेकिन एक दफा भी न हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने और न हमारे सेनापतियों ने चीन के खिलाफ एक शब्द भी बोला है।
भारतीय दिफाई तज्जियाकार के मुताबिक 5000 चीनी फौजी भारत के जेरे कब्जा इलाके में घुस गई है। भारतीय टीवी ने सैटेलाइट तस्वीर की मदद से चीन के जेरे तामीर बंकर्स भी दिखा दिए। वो उस इलाके में बन रहे हैं जहां इससे पहले भारत काबिज था। लम्हा बा लम्हा बदलती सूरत हाल के बाइस लद्दाख ट्विटर पर भी टॉप ट्रेंड बन गया है।
On Sunday, India Today blew the cover off the Ladakh standoff with these first satellite images of the Chinese troop buildup in the Galwan River Valley of Ladakh. With the report sending ripples and providing the first visual element to the developing story, now it's time for part 2. The scene now shifts from the Galwan Valley to Ladakh's famous Pangong Lake to the south. You remember it as the famous lake in the final scene of Three Idiots. Except this isn't fiction, this is 100% real. Brand new satellite images from the European Space Agency now capture the Chinese force buildup on the banks of the Pangong Lake. A lake divided by the line of actual control, but with overlapping perceptions of the border. This is the section of the Pangong Lake, part of the Finger area, that's the scene of the action. That long protruding bit is Finger 4, the site where Indian and Chinese soldiers brawled on May the 5th. Now let's zoom out and you'll see how China responded. Look closely. While this area is totally barren on the 4th of May, around the time of the clash, on the 24th of May, temporary Chinese shelters are clearly visible. Now look at this image, the ITBP camp situated to the west of the site of the clash. This is how it looked on April the 29th. And post the clash, here's how India responded troop for troop, camp for camp to the Chinese troop build-up. Historical analysis of the images shows the ITBP has a permanent camp on the Indian side of the area for many years. These images show signs of a possible increased Chinese presence at a distance of just 2.5 kilometers from the line of actual control, which was not visible in earlier imagery. And now to this image, showing the possible entry of Chinese patrol boats just 3 kilometers from the ITBP camp. What these images all but confirm is that the Chinese build-up took place immediately after the troop brawl on the 5th of May. So let's recount where things are at. A full Chinese encampment on the line of actual control with at least 1,000 troops in the Galwan Valley. And now these images that confirm an increased Chinese presence on the bank.
When patrols reach at the same place at the same time, then such face-offs do occur.